Hello and welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time watching my channel. Today I'm going to be recording a morning and night skincare routine, just to show you a little bit of what I do. I know I might not have the best skin in the world, but I'm thinking for the most part, I've gotten to the point where I take really good care of it. I try at least. So one of the things that I'm using today is new. I actually just got it in my BoxyCharm, so I'll show that to you once it comes to that step. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so now that I've washed my face, I try to go in with a patting motion, not so much dragging my, sorry, I keep covering my mouth, not so much covering my face or dragging my face, but just, patting and drying. I use these little towels that I bought off Amazon, and they're super nice. They're super absorbent. I don't need a lot of pressure, or like I said, to drag on my face to dry it. And it feels so good. It's super soft. It reminds me a lot of the material that the makeup erasers are made out of. So now that I'm not washing my face, or I'm done washing my face, I can take off my headband and breathe again. As you saw, I don't emulsify the product a lot. It doesn't need to for it to honestly leave your skin feeling amazing. That is one of my favorite cleansers. Another one of my favorite cleansers is the Origins Zero Oil. This is another one of my favorite. Again, I do have oily skin, so I have to be very particular of the cleansers that I use, and you'll see the difference between morning and night. There's only one or a couple of steps that differentiate, but for the most part it's the same. Next in my steps, I take a reusable cotton pad, and I use a reusable one for any toner that I use. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I did get this one from BoxyCharm, and this is the Farmacy Deep Sweep 2% BHA Pure Cleansing Toner, Cleaning Toner. And I'm gonna use it. Some of my favorite products are from Farmacy. I always make sure that when I'm applying the toner on my cheeks, my jawline, my neck, I am using an upward motion. There's one thing I learned when I went to cosmetology school a long time ago, is you always want to drag your face up. You don't want to drag it down to create that droopiness. So drag it up, and then just, in the morning, I don't go too hard. I know I don't have a lot of, it's not too dirty, just because I don't have any makeup, and, it's basically clean. Just look at that, clean my nose. So after I'm done with that, I set that to the side, and I just kind of, fan myself. I have my fan in my makeup room. I just fan myself just to let that all sink in, and stay there. So now, because I want to let that sink into my face, I'm going to do my eye cream. And in the morning, I like to use my Clinique All About Eyes. I am very particular about making sure that I use moisturizing eye creams, and I know you can use the same moisturizer as your face, but I like to have a little bit more of hydration on my lids, just because I'm mature. On the bottom of my eye, I do pad that in. As you can see, I don't, I don't drag it, I pat it in. And that's because I do want it to get really absorbed, and then I go into the outer corner and pat that in there. And then do the same on the other eye. On my eyelid, I will pat it at the base of my eyelid, and then I will again drag up. And I always use my ring finger just to make sure that I'm not using the fingers that have the most, I don't know what it's called, like the most strength, the most, I don't know, but use the ring finger. And then I do the same on the other eye. And I always drag it all the way up to my eyebrows. I do have my eyebrows microbladed, so that does tend to, flake a little bit. After I've done my eyes, my toner is pretty much all settled into my face. I'm gonna go in with the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid, 2% plus B5. And I take a couple of drops. I do it on my 3 fingers, and I just pat it on my skin. First time I used it, there was a little bit of a tingling sensation, but nothing too bad. It was just my skin trying to get used to it. The side of my nose, because that's where I tend to get the most oiling, and my T-zone. This absorbs fairly quickly. So again, I'm just gonna fan my face. By the time I'm mostly done, it's pretty much in. If I feel that there's a place where it still feels a little wet, I just go in and kind of pat it in. Don't forget your neck. You always want to make sure to what you do to your face, you do to your neck. Do not forget, always moisturize your neck and stuff. The next thing I'm going to go in with, it's a hydrating treatment lotion, and this is in like a liquidy form. This is Aveda. I love Aveda. This is where I went to cosmetology school. I love how their products smell. They're all like natural and really good. So I'm gonna take that again on a reusable cotton pad, obviously a different one than the one I had used. And instead of dragging it on my face, I'm just gonna pat it on. So I kind of fold it in half and then pat it on my skin. So while that sinks into my face, I'm gonna take a lip scrub. I'm gonna take the LA Girl Lip Scrub. I'm gonna take a little bit on my nail and shut my lips because I have in this thing. After that, I go in with Sugar Rush Best Bud Peony Lip Butter Balm. So I take a little bit. I always make sure to really get it into my lips, so that way it makes them feel really nice and moisturized. And then last but not least, what I'm gonna do, I am going to go in with the Coconut Water Cream from First Aid Beauty. This is one of my favorite moisturizers because, again, my oily skin. So what I'm gonna do, again, actually I'm gonna use this finger since it doesn't have a nail. So I take a generous amount, as you can see. That is a very generous amount. And again, I always use these 3 fingers, so I rub it in, pat it on first, pat it on everywhere I want to, make sure that we get some, and then drag it up. Again, always making sure that you used upward motions, just to make sure that we are, encouraging our skin to move up. We're trying to work against gravity here. And that's about it. That's all that gets done in my bathroom. Everything else gets done in the beauty room right before when I'm prepping my skin for makeup. But yeah, this is basically my morning routine. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna follow this by showing you my nighttime routine and how I cleanse my face at night and the products that I use at night. Some of them are different than the morning just because at night I do want to make sure that I have super moisturizing products to go at night to make sure that my skin absorbs it and doesn't get like too dry even though it's oily. So yeah, keep on watching and I hope you enjoyed this part. All the products that I use for the morning routine will be listed down below. So yeah, keep watching for my nighttime routine. Take it off, night Esme.
Thanks so much, morning Esme.
So if you're still watching this, it means that you are somewhat interested in, you know, the products that I've been using. Now what I'm gonna be recording is how I cleanse my face at night, especially when I have a full face of makeup. I do double cleanse when I am wearing makeup. I try to make sure to take all the makeup off and then go in with another cleanser just to make sure that there's nothing left on my skin and make sure that, you know, once I go to bed, it's all a nice clean canvas. The first thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take off these ridiculous little ears and I'm gonna pull my hair up. And then I do go ahead and wet my makeup eraser with lukewarm water. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. While many people just use the makeup eraser on its own to take off the makeup, I do use one of my favorite products. So the Green Clean from Farmacy is the Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. I really like this just because it is a lot easier for me to take off everything, including waterproof mascara, including any glue that I have used to apply eyelashes. So first I am gonna go ahead and take off the lashes. This is what the balm looks like and it comes with this little kind of spatula. So I take, I'm gonna say, about a nickel size of product and I take it on these 3 fingers. And before I take it on my face, I do kind of warm it up. And I go in and start just putting it all over my face. And honestly, I love this. I'm about to look very crazy, but I have never had a product that takes away makeup as good as this. I think the first time I tried it was in a BoxyCharm and it was a small one. Oh God. After that, I was hooked. So I do go in with either my middle finger or my ring finger and I just kind of very lightly, not scrubbing too hard, just kind of go over my eyelashes just so that I can make sure that I don't have any mascara or glue left on there. You will see some residue on my fingers right there, and that is the glue. I'm gonna rinse my hands real quick. And I look really sexy right now. After I do that, I do go in with my makeup eraser and take all that off. But I do make sure that I am removing as much as I can off my face before I go in with my cleanser. So after this, you can pretty much see all the makeup is gone. I'm getting a breakout over here. All the makeup is gone, so it's pretty clean. So I'm just gonna do that. I do use these about 2 to 3 times, and then after that I do throw them in the hamper, wash them, use them up again. Next, I am going to be using my favorite cleanser, which is the same one that I used this morning. It is the Dermalogica, what is this? Daily Microfoliant. The same as the morning. I put a little bit on my hands, get that a little wet, and then wash my face. go ahead and pat my face dry. Just like I said when I did my morning routine, don't drag your face, just kind of pat it and then dry it. I'm gonna do an extra step just because I need to clean my piercing, and I'll be right back to continue with the rest of my face. I'm gonna clean my piercing real quick and then I'm gonna come back and continue with the rest of my routine. Okay, so piercing is clean. I've got a little bit of water under my chin. After that, I do go in with a PHA toner, and this is from the Inkey list. I started using this not too long ago, but I'm really liking it as far as like making sure that I take any extra impurities off of my face. Just making sure that I didn't, you know, leave any makeup behind. Just like I do in the morning, I drag up, never down, and I do avoid the eye area because it might be a little too harsh for it. So I always put my finger on it and kind of go up this way, kind of down this area. And while that sinks in a little bit, I've been using a new eye mask that I got in my BoxyCharm, and this is the Elemis Pro Collagen Eye Revive Mask. So I just take a little bit and put it on my upper lid, my lower lid, you know, put enough of that. And then same routine, pat it on the bottom and drag up at the top. After that, because I want to let that sink in before I go in with another eye cream that I use, the next thing I'm going to use is my Aveda Botanical Kinetics Hydrating Treatment Lotion. So fold it in half, kind of like I do in the morning, and I pat it on my skin. And it might seem like I'm using like product on top of product. The one opportunity that I do take to hydrate my skin a lot. You do know what they say, that even if you have oily skin, you want to make sure that you hydrate your skin really good. After that's, you know, pretty much soaked into my skin, I started to use this Good Genes All-in-One Lactic Acid Treatment by Sunday Riley. This is also another product that I received in my BoxyCharm, so I'm really excited about it. First, I'm dropping it on. And just like that. And then I take my two fingers, my ring finger and my middle finger, and just kind of work it into my skin. So just like that, again, always make sure that you use an upward motion, just kind of lifting up that skin. The next thing that I'm gonna use is another thing that I got in my BoxyCharm, and it's the Symbiosis London Hyaluronic Acid and Pullulan. It's a tightening and resplendent eye mask. So again, patting motions on the bottom of your eye and then dragging motions at the top. And to apply one last moisturizer onto my skin, I go in with the Origins Plantscription Powerful Lifting Cream. Flow again, upward motions, and use it everywhere. My lips, my chin, my forehead. Oops, got some on my hairline. So that's basically it. One thing I do sometimes do at night is I will go ahead and do some energizing mist. And this is from 4th Ray, and it is called Fresh AF. And what I just do, spritz it on my face, And that's basically it. It just helps kind of lock in all that moisture. I do put a lip mask on, but I do have that on my bedside table. That's something that you also want to do at night. Make sure to put something that's moisturizing on your lips, especially right now in the winter. It's something that really helps just moisturize your skin. So that's basically it. That is my morning and night routine. Again, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up if you liked the content. It also helps my channel a lot. And I hope you enjoyed watching, and see you again soon.